Hello Thespians, it's Friday, which means that I have time off and I'm in tune today, which doesn't happen that often, and basically means I spent the entire morning belting musical songs at the top of my voice, which you can hear was next to normal. It was awesome and I've been enjoying myself and I'm so in tune that I managed to hit the top note and I'm alive.
I dreamed there was an angel who could hear me through the...
I'm not really a singer, so when I have these days where for some reason I sing and I'm vaguely in tune, I get really excited and run around singing really, really loudly, and it's a lot of fun. And it makes me happy, and then I will continue to do so. Even though it's like, when I say I'm in tune for me. I'm not actually in tune. I'm still pretty shoddy singer, but I'm better than I usually am and can vaguely differentiate between notes and make my voice do what I want them to do. And there is the end of the pointless information about Kevin you really didn't need to know, but that's the most theatre-related thing I have to talk about today, so I figured I'd put it in there. It's time to talk about backstage work, and this is the theme that I'm going to set for next week, and I'm not going to talk about this week, I'm going to talk about next week, but this is me setting the theme for next week because I can't be bothered to send an email. The theme for next week is backstage work. Do what you will with that. I'm going to be talking about things that really annoy me about people who don't know what they're doing in backstage work and about actors who do not understand that backstage work exists. University's finished. I'm officially finished. I haven't passed, but I probably did. Finished my first year of performing arts at a university, which is really cool in my opinion and kind of theatre related, so that could come up. On another note, I met my housemates the other day, so that's also pretty cool, and they are cool, and they are nice, and they are all very theatrical. One of the first things they said to me was, "We have to warn you, lots of musicals are sung in this household, so if that's going to be a problem," I just stopped them there and said, "That's not going to be a problem, because I love to sing the musicals." I have moved on from next to normal and taken up rent. Tuning the Fender guitar he hasn't played in a year.
This one too.
So we hear.
Writing one great song.
The phone rings.
Saved.
We scream. Zoom in on the answering machine. It also doesn't look like they're going to have much of an issue with me vlogging weird things, so that's going to be cool. And they may even take part, possibly, if they want to. I don't know if they will want to. I don't know. But we'll see. So you might meet my housemates in a few weeks' time, because that would be interesting for you, and I won't be doing much theatre-related things this summer because I'll just be working and saving money so that I can have somewhere to live when I go back to university next year. So that's the plan for the summer. I don't really have much else to say. It's kind of been a slow week theatre-related. I've had to turn down, and I feel kind of bad because I'm all theatre blare. I've turned down work on 2 different shows in the past 3 weeks, working backstage work, purely because I have to start thinking about moving out and, you know, living and having a legitimate life / money to sustain life and shelter, rather than just doing random theatre shows, which I'd love to be doing, but I'm unfortunately having to prioritise, and I hate prioritising stuff over theatre. But we'll get there. I will find something theatre-related to do during the holidays, I'm sure, because that's what I do. I find theatre-related things to do, and if I can't find theatre-related things to do, I'd be ridiculously overdramatic, such as when I went out the other night and spent the entire time singing around the streets of Melbourne. The people I was with didn't like me that night. I have nothing else to say, because, yeah, there's nothing really going on, other than just work and moving out. So those are my updates. Remember backstage work for next week. We're going to talk about the cruise. So there you go, Mary. We won't just talk about performing and things, because I've noticed that you seem to be more focused on the backstage work, and I'm also very focused on the backstage work. I identify as a stage manager a lot of the time. So I will see you all next week.